get like some of the best people around the world to be here.
Matador is a dope jam. Definitely gonna come back next year.
That's what you see on the food.
But we kind of realized what's going to happen.
It's unlimited rounds. It's whoever quits and be like, okay, I burnt you.
All your emotion, all your dance, and you need to show something that's original, which is hard to find nowadays.
You know, sometimes this kind of stuff happens in jams.
I'm just ready to kill this dog right now.
Hey girls, B-boys, Superstar DJs. Here we go. ビートが変わる、テンポが変わる、グルーブが変わる、サイファーに漂う空気が変わる、みんな何かを待ってるのがわかる。それはアクシデント、パーティーを揺るがす事件予定。
So, I'll battle you right. Let's go. You and me right now. Let's go. I need to battle you. Oh, I'm not clear, but you drink. I ain't judging.
Yo.
I'm judging because I've been doing
Easy rap.
That's cool. 24.
Yo, decent.
I'm tired of this bullshit. Yeah? Soft fucking B-boy culture.
Yo.
I'm just ready to kill this dog right now.
Hey.
I'll battle you today. Whatever. I'm fun.
Make some noise. Tranquilo. Matador. Hey, don't disrespect the OGs, first of all, y'all. Don't do that. Thesis, you shouldn't have done that. That's first of all. Second of all, it's a battle. Be ready to be judged. If you lose, you lose. If he picks the other guy, you gotta respect that. If he had a beer or not, bro, this is hip hop. This ain't a sport event. That's first of all. This come from the streets, first of all. Second of all, we all love each other at the end of the day. It's a little hiccup. We had a few hiccups. We had some blood. It's the Matador jam. People make some noise. It happens. It's all good. Let these guys battle. We gotta keep moving. You already spoke.
Do a flare. Do a windmill. Do a headstand.
This is not for that.
Do something. Do something.
It's easy rock.
Footwork.
It's easy rock, bro.
Do something else. Do something else.
That's too much.
So I didn't want to disrespect anybody, I respect everyone. But as I said, we need to be responsible and to do our job, no matter what is sport or street event. You are here to do your scene, we're here to battle, you're here to watch. I'm ready to be judged, but there's no way one person judging 3 times in 3 battles against me, where it was absolutely visible what happened. It looks like, you know,
Yo, the reason he didn't vote for you because he feels like you're only doing footwork. That's why it's nice.
That's what you see on your food.
Nah, he did more than footwork. He did more.
Yeah, I do.
He did some sick ass. He did a little more than footwork. Alright, you ready? Let's go.
All right, let's go. The semifinal, the second battle. Please keep the money. Easy, please. I'm dedicated to this. I'm dedicated to this. All right, so the Matador is a talking friendly jam.
The judge didn't call me out. It was just my observation. We battle, we see the judge's decision at the end, and I see that consistently one of the judges is showing all the time against me in the battles where it's obviously I'm taking the win, you know, and I see it happening consistently. No disrespect to anybody, and I'm ready to lose. When I'm lose, I'm accepting it. I'm not the person who like, oh no, I can't lose, I'm the best. No, I'm not like that. But I can see when the person is doing something wrong. That was what I was seeing from my side. Why it happened? Maybe because person not understanding what I'm doing in my style. Because what I heard from this judge, he said, you do only footwork. So when the person saying this to my style, that I'm doing only footwork, I'm sorry, it means the person don't see anything.
Only doing footwork. That's why it's nice.
That's what you see. You see on the foot.
No, he did more than footwork. He did more.
The person doesn't see details, doesn't see direction change, doesn't see structures, doesn't see variations, transitions, flow, and storytell. Person see only footwork, only like basic stuff or whatever, I don't know. So for me, it's already a sign that I'm sorry, this person not understanding. Another what really triggered me is that I don't think that whatever this is the street jam, underground hip hop event, or high level championship, judges need to be responsible for what they're doing. They need to be sober, they need to be focused 100% on what they're doing, because this is respect to people who are dancing, who are battling. That's a respect to these people, because we're sweating at the practicing, we're sweating at the concrete, whoever practicing at which place, but we're putting our sweat and blood to become who we are. So I think it's absolutely normal to ask from judges respect to our side on what we're doing, and not to, you know, like, whatever, you know. Sorry, I don't accept it.
Do I judge differently when it's the same jam? Like, this is Matador. Do I judge different from last year's Matador, from 2 years before that? Pretty much not, because I am me and I look for the same things when I'm looking at the battles. I'm constantly just looking for that entire package. I don't think the dance could change that much in a year or so to like make my judging, I guess, format any different.
All right, let's keep it going in the semifinals. Boxshot from Seattle and Jetlag from Italy. What city? It's tonight. Bologna. Bologna? Bologna is not small. It's a beautiful city.
Oh baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Let me explain to you, because I was limited as a b-boy and I love rocking, I wanted to break like a rocker. If you look at rocking back then, it wasn't as popular as now. So to me, Burns was always a language. So when these come out in the street and they throw a burn, they're really taking it there. When a cat goes like this, where I come from, that's marking me. If I go like this to somebody, I'm telling them I'm coming back and I'm gonna shoot you. And these things to me just ain't a dance move. It's a vocabulary.
Oh baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. As nigga essence need definen ismin och
Nah, man. In Matador, you gotta be like ambidextrous, bro. You gotta use both sides of your brains, you know what I mean? Because you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know who's gonna quit. Even if they quit, it's like who burnt them. Even if he did 2 rounds, he did 3, he might have burnt them. You know, you gotta be really like attentive. I feel like with Matador, I take more of like the raw approach, like who's the illest, who's doing the most, who really wants it. It's unlimited rounds. It's whoever quits and be like, okay, I burnt you, or I'm done, you know, like, I don't really judge that much, to be honest with you. I mean, I try to judge the same every jam, I'm not gonna lie. I look for, you know, execution, rawness, musicality, how you dress, who's closest to looking like a real B-boy or B-girl, you know, like, my shit never changed. It's always been the same.
I'm not a great judge. I do my best. I care. I try and be fair. What matters to me is if I judge someone that does power, that power has to come from something. I've seen the best of the best in footwork, dance, and power. What matters to me is what you bring to the table, all your emotion, all your dance, and you need to show something that's original, which is hard to find nowadays. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not knocking any new kids. But when you dance, if you're asking me how I judge, you have to understand that I am no judge to be judging you. Everything that you do is beauty to me. But when I'm judging you and you're being the person that wants to win, that means that whatever you do has to be done right.
All right. This is a tough one. All right, judging. On count 3. 1, 2, 3. Jet lag.
Semifinals was dope. I battled Jet Lag. He was nice. He had a lot of combos. I thought I could have beat him, bro. My second round, I felt like I fell a little short. It was a close one though. He was killing it. Man, well deserved, bro. Yeah, he came hard. I'm definitely gonna get my get back on him though. Next time I see him, I'm gonna return the favor. But congrats to him though. Yeah, he did his thing. Matador is a dope jam. Definitely gonna come back next year. I'm definitely gonna come back, try to really get that win. It was dope. I had a great time. Fun. First time at Matador. I remember hearing about it a couple years back. Didn't get the chance to go, but I'm glad I made it this year. It was fun. So appreciate you. Thank you guys for having us.
I feel a lot of love, and I love you all, and I love this culture, and whatever happens, I love you. Thank you. This is Matador. Shit happens. Let's keep rock and roll. Are you ready for the finals? Mureki, I love you! Part 3, baby! Yeah! Hey, I'll tell you 3 words. I love you. The Yuri LA Breakers. All right, you ready for the finals? All right, let's do this. Intact from we play Rock Break Attack. And the Jet Lag from Bologna, close to Bologna. Oh, flexible play. Okay. Ooh, why didn't you tell me that? All right, anyways, let's do this. Are you ready? Let's rock and roll. Matador 2024, the final.
I guess it's the culture because, we call each other brother, brothers, sisters, but we are not actually the original family, but it's hip-hop culture kind of makes people get together and feel like a family because we see each other sometimes more than original family, especially your crew. I see my crew back in the day, it's just every day, all day, more than I see my father and mother, I think because of the culture, for sure. Australia. I traveled to Australia, Melbourne City. I was there for judging. It was like a crew battle. It was at the high school. The high school had a b-boy club. People who won that event, they did some move that I haven't seen in a long time. Jumping like this much higher and then drop with the W freeze or stuff like that, Like the guys actually, they just did what they wanna, whatever they do, like they just like burn to the others, like just straight up raw breaking style. And also the other crew against them was like more like a technique style, like a blow ups, like a flips, hardcore freezes, like powers. attitude was pretty crazy, you know. But they just did what they want to do with the musicality, especially, and yeah, something that I just keep it going like that. They was like kind of like clicked to me like, yeah, let's just keep it going like that, you know. Let's just keep going. Knockouts crew from Melbourne, shout out to them, yo.
That was nuts. Great hit battle. Alright, judges, on count 3. 1, 2, 3. Jet lag. Alright, this is time to leave.
Obviously good. Today I started the jam not being sure to participate or not, actually, because I was kind of tired, but the vibe was very good. I liked it a lot. Had energy until the final. I covered the expenses of this trip, honestly, because for me USA is kind of expensive, but I like it. It's been the third time that I come here in California. Surround yourself with the right people and focus really well on not rushing your journey through breaking, but start with the foundations and everything takes its time. And if you do this, you will be rewarded. It was special, we can say. You know, sometimes this kind of stuff happens in jams. I got to say, at this level, it was the first time I saw kind of beef during the jam. Usually happens here in California, but I don't know why.
Alright, once again, thank you for coming. I love you. And see you next year. Or we might go to your city to do the qualifications. But we're going to come back here in LA 2025. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Peace.
Everyone, here's the prize of Matador Jam. Wasn't expecting this at all because I started from Cyprus and kind of tired, but making until the final and it was dope.
When I go to the events, to jams, I don't plan anything. I just try to be in the moment and to see where the moment gonna take me. So today was the final battle. And it's cool, it's nice, you know.
New York girl, them a mad over way. 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 Dance it down, 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 dance it down. New York City, New York City, New York City, New York City. Dance it down, 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 dance it down. New York girl, them a mad over way. New York girl, them a mad over way. New York girl, them a mad over way. New York girl, them a mad over way.
I'm Cross One, represent Freestyle Session, and I'm from San Diego, California. My background, been in hip hop since 84, 83, 84. Been breaking since around the same time. I stopped for a little bit, started back up at 93, stopped in 2002, started Freestyle Session in 97, and here we are. Got my hands in a lot of different things, but I'm still here representing and in the mix, you know what I mean? What is Freestyle Session? It's just a real hip hop jam for me, you know, like I want to represent all the elements and do it correctly. Of course, emphasis on breaking and all the street styles. Just trying to have that feel-good energy from back in the days. And, you know, it's 2024, about to be 2025, and trying to strive to get to that perfect feeling, that aura, you know what I mean? So, do I have a goal? We're on a platform right now where we can get sponsors and stuff, so I would love to get it to a place where we could, you know, get it to where we could pay all the participants, get like some of the best people around the world to be here. You know, right now it's like we throw some money up and hope that some of the best come. We do a couple qualifiers around the world so we get the best in those areas. But you know, I want to get to the point where I can fly the best of the best and see who is the best of the year, you know what I mean? To do some real I mean, I'm always excited. It's like a mixed bag, you know what I mean? I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm freaking out. It's just all kinds of emotions all ran up into one. I mean, you know, like I run the Pro Breaking Tour, so we're doing a lot of cool things there. We got the Youth Breaking Conference, Youth Breaking Championships. We got some cool things popping off next year. If you want to hear it here first, it depends on when this video comes out. But Alpha Fame is coming back next year worldwide, so be on the lookout for that. We in the building next year, bigger, better, stronger, and we here forever. You know what I'm saying? Peace.
freestyle session to me is a community. It's a home for a lot of people.
Like that huge jam that happens once a year where you can see everybody from all over.
It's had this crazy place in my heart and also in my mind. So to be here representing all these years is really, really dope.
Freestyle session to me would be like culture, community.
Epic, it's legendary. It's one of the most legendary epic jams I think in the country.
I want to battle.
I'm looking for a win. Chill with my peoples.
Just vibing, you know, people having fun vibing, you know.
Why we enter freestyle session as Matador is to inspire people. Each person in the squad just represent themselves, or whatever the individual carries with their breaking.
I'm excited. I'm blessed to be able to rock with some of the dopest out there in the game, representing on the Matador team, Matador squad. And it's gonna be Yuri from BGSK Mighty Zulu Kings and my man Aleph representing, you know, himself. So I'm stoked. Good chemistry, similar style, slang, movement, tradition, art form, and expression most importantly. So stoked to represent.
I'm People Katsuan from Japan, Kawasaki, representing Red Rock, Mighty Zulu Kings, or area crew for the Sun Sentinels. Today's just like, I really couldn't wait to be here. Creating is very important. There's bites, but there's no bites. Think about it, if it's evolution, you know? Some guys, that's the edge. That era, maybe like 25 years ago, that I saw first time. And if I took a bite, this edge is from one or Gizmo, or if I keep saying that, the edge doesn't evolution, you know. Regarding a bite, you already know that it's bite or not, you know. And from bite moves, maybe you can create it to something. Everybody do 6-step, windmills, everybody bites, you know. But now, who calls it bite? So it's all evolution.
So the freestyle session felt really nice. It was a dope experience. My brothers Aleph and Hijack. First of all, I had never battled with them. Only had one experience battling with Aleph out there, but nothing like the 3-man. Since day one, we had 2 days. Since day one, we were all breaking. We were like, hanging out, and it felt really nice. Like the link that we had. We both lost first round at Matador, but hey, we all linked up and we had a really nice vibe together.
Something new or something nostalgic will always get me excited. And the battle attitude, the battle mentality, that gets me excited too. This is why I love cats like K-Mel, Casper, Gravity. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when these battle, you know they battling. You know it's a battle. It's not, are they battling or they just, no, you know that mentality gets me excited too.
Well, first of all, Aleph is a friend of mine. I think he's an amazing human being. He has a big heart. He's always super nice. What do I think of his breaking? I think Aleph is like an artist, or like even attempting to be different and stand out in his own way. His approach, basically, his style. I don't have nothing bad to say about it, you know, like, of course we can all get better in certain areas in breaking, you know, if it's power moves or flips or dynamics or, you know, whatever the be. But I think Aleph is dope because he brings something to the table. He's like this character in his own world.
I'm thinking a lot, man. I'm thinking a lot, but I'm trying to not thinking when I get down. But the before get down, yeah, I'm thinking just personality-wise, you know. But when I got down, I'm just wanna really being simple. Music for sure. Music is first thing, you know. Flow to the music. But I think thinking is good.
Brazil Yuri, mad dope. Now that he moved here and got with MZK, he definitely got way better with his style and his tops. Really well-rounded breaker, for sure. That's my dog right there, Yuri. He's definitely up there. He can compete with anybody, for sure, and give them a run for their money. Hijack is one of my favorite top 5 b-boys because he's like, we call those type of b-boys like the definition of what a b-boy should be. You know, like from style to the way he listens to music, his steps, his form, you know, the way he breaks, the choice of movement, reverses, footwork, mad b-boy to me, bro. Yeah, if I saw Hijack, Aleph, and Yuri doing a 3-on-3 together, that shit would be nasty, I bet. Yeah, that would be a crazy little 3-on-3, I'm not gonna lie.
The most joy I get in breaking is getting free. You know, getting free. It's like I think for a lot of us, it's like therapy. You know, you got a bad day at work or family or whatever the hell. You know, you dance, you let it all away. I think that's one of the greatest things about it too. You know, and also connecting people from all around the world, being able to share this beautiful art with so many different people.
What makes me break still to this day, I feel like the love for movement, like the love for the dance itself, for the music, and the people who inspires me every day, my crews. I feel like I'm addicted to that. One thing that is really big for me too, it's basically being able to work with dancing.
I think back then, we didn't even care the judges. I think back then, like, we just care about me and you type stuff, you know, me and you, we battle. If you win, you're cool. If you lose, it's still cool because that time wasn't about the winning and lose, I guess. So, but nowadays it's more like you gotta win, right? If you enter jam, you gotta win. So if you wanna win, you gotta make sure be on that same category what judges wanna see.
Bite and trends, you're not supposed to bite. You're supposed to know whose moves you're doing. If you make up a move and you're like, oh shit, I made up a new move, you gotta check. Okay, does anybody do this move? You gotta do your research. You gotta study. You gotta study who's in the culture, who's doing what. You don't look like a biter. I mean, I think trends is normal. It's like being inspired. Yeah, you know, because our trends are almost connected to other cultures as well, like the hip hop and fashion, music, and people that you know, artists. And we all have a broad like inspiration of different things that we trend into breaking.
Not just breaking, but hip hop in general was about originality and individuality. When people see a certain style or a certain move, and you immediately snap into their head. Nowadays, everybody's looking the same because everything is YouTube now. You know what I mean? You can actually slow things down and see it move for move, and I think that's really what's hurting the game.
Back in the day, like when you're watching Battle of the Year 99, 98, 97, stuff like that, when you see the crew battle, each members have a different style, really fun to see. I still remember that, especially the Family versus Rockverse crew, for example, like every guy is different. So it was so dope to see that part. So that kind of makes me like, I want to get my unique style. I want to do something that people don't do it.
Breaking is breaking within yourself. B-boying and B-girling is about breaking out of your box, stepping out of that box, that plateau, and embracing some energy of accepting yourself. All that negative energy that you have, take it out within and you embrace it with your energy and your dance and your art form.
It was such a vibe, bro. I had never battled with them together, but I already knew since day one from when you told me that we were supposed to vibe really well. And it felt great, bro. Felt energized with them. Both of the schools, both of these guys, they got mad character, and I mean like hella, like really crazy style, finesse, flavor. And I felt like, you know, us three together, none of us, of course, we looked alike, we danced alike. Did not have a Nickel style, you know what I'm saying? We were all different.
Today was crazy. Nothing but energy on the floor. Like minds coming together to collide with others or even blend with others. Really great time representing and rocking here Freestyle Session 2024. Repping and rocking as the Matadors alongside some of the dopest dancers in the world. We got LF as well as my man Yuri. So.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I feel like that trio was really dope, was really complete. Like the way you put it together was really brilliant. If we had the chance to really practice, yeah, we could have, you know, way further than what we did go to. Put that together, all their styles, we had the chance to make some noise out there, and I feel like it was a dope trio, bro.
Breaking had so many elements, but all elements are needed to express who you are.
Well, underground in United States is different, so a lot of good feelings, but the difference for me is more about feeling than something really material.
But together we were like, I felt like we were one, you know what I'm saying? Like one power. Even though we had never practiced or battled before, I really did feel like we had done it before, you know what I'm saying? That was a vibe that I felt.
Huge shout out to Maneki. Huge shout out to the Matador team for this successful year yet again. Can't wait for next year. Stay tuned. And in the meantime, practice your shit talking.
Winning competition is cool, and we respect that, indeed. But our question is, you want to win as who you are, or as someone who just breaks nicely?
Here we go. ビートが変わる、テンポが変わる、グルーブが変わる、サイファーに漂う空気が変わる、みんな何かを待ってるのがわかる。それはアクシデント、パーリビーを揺るがす事件予定調和そうだろうからボム仕掛けるのさ On the floor まずはエントリーフットワークパワームーブ最後にフリーズ完璧だけどなんか足んないが何が足んないんだかわかんないんだろはみ出してみろよ勇気出してぶっ壊してみろよ感じろ考えんなほら1、2、3、4、5番目の要素それは君さいびつな何か